I believe from the very beginning, Christian Faith Center has been known as a church that pioneers. And I believe that more so than ever, this is the season for us to pioneer.
Is there anyone in here tonight that is not going to allow your circumstance to keep you prisoner, that's not going to allow your situation to hold you captive, but you're decided that you are pursuing Jesus at all costs? And if you can just touch.
I believe that Christian Faith Center is a community of faith, hope, and love, pointing humanity to Jesus and uplifting the human spirit.
You got to dream dreams that are so big that God actually needs to show up.
Don't be upset over those little things. I just thank God for the choir, the praise team that sung, live. Live your life. I mean, we got to learn to live our life.
The vision that backs this mission is that we are a church devoted to building engaged, passionate, and spiritually healthy people. We're devoted to engaging with and impacting one another and the communities that surround us. We believe that Jesus himself set an example of service, giving hope, love, and grace, and that we've been given that responsibility to do the same.
Remember, when God blesses you, he's got a lot more than you in mind. He blesses you to be a blessing. And when you start thinking it's all about you is where that whole thing gets mixed up. But when you understand it's not about me, it's about what I can do for others. In the process of doing for others, God blesses me. That water pipe gets wet. The blessing gets on you. It's not the purpose, but it's just part of the blessing.
I got one message. It's Jesus. And I love this because as a preacher that travels to communicate the gospel, I follow the steps of Paul. I may have a few different titles, I may have a few different messages packaged all differently, but I promise you at the core of each one of them, it's Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
We believe our church is a worshiping church that ushers in an environment of healing and consistent life transformation. A sound so unique and distinct that it merges heaven and earth. We believe our church is committed to equip and train leaders locally and abroad to carry the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ, representing one church with different locations, reflecting his glorious church and making a global impact. Our hope is that our church is a place where every man, woman, and child walk through the doors and feel at home. A place where people representing all races, generations, and nations feel a sense of belonging. Our hope is to provide an environment of refuge and rescue, inspiring and nurturing the human spirit, building and providing homes for families and children in need, and constructing a drug recovery facility that assists in the total rehabilitation of those struggling with addiction. Our hope is to provide an environment where people from all walks of life can come, be strengthened, and return to their various communities to give strength and courage to others. Our hope is that we would constantly pioneer a church that leads the charge in presenting a timeless message in excellence through media, music, film, art, and technology, having an impact on society and culture. Our hope is to build a world-class Bible college that raises and empowers next generation leaders anointed to bring about change across the globe. Above all, our hope is that we are a church that loves God and loves people. A church focused on building strong relationships so that we might build strong communities, being generous at heart and faith-filled in our confessions. We believe our calling is to reach and disciple the lost, called to establish and develop relationships to do life together in community. This is modeled perfectly through the relationship of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, showing us that even God does not exist alone. We believe our calling is to go into all the world and share the good news with others, providing opportunities to participate in local outreaches and efforts, as well as being agents of change through global missions and initiatives. Yes, we believe that our calling is to be an oasis to those in need, a beacon of light for those trapped in bondage and in darkness, a place of hope, grace, and love, committed to bringing the truth of Christ to impossible situations. We are dependent on Jesus, led by the Holy Spirit, and consumed with the Great Commission. This is our church, our hope, our calling.